Hey, I fucking have a huge headache right now. So the last thing I really want to do is make a video, but I guess that this Marilyn Manson Talking Dead thing is getting like a lot of attention because he was on Marilyn Manson was on the Talking Dead, which is the show that follows The Walking Dead, where they basically talk about The Walking Dead. It's like their show about a show after the show. So Manson was on that show with Jack Osborne, and he was like bad, just like so fucking bad. Like it was the most awkward thing I've seen in a long time. Like you just wanted to just stop the show and be like, "Okay, Manson, it's all right. You can go, buddy. You don't have to be here anymore. We could find somebody else. It's short notice, but maybe just someone from the audience can come and talk instead." And it was embarrassing, but I can explain it. That's why I'm here, because that's why I fucking said, you know what? Even though I have a headache, I got to come up here because I'm an expert on Marilyn Manson. It's one of the few things I truly feel like I have a comprehensive knowledge of. I've listened to every single fucking Marilyn Manson album, fucking front to back. Well, albums don't have fronts and backs, but well, not anymore anyway. But I've listened to them, fucking every goddamn song of every goddamn album, numerous fucking times throughout my life, constantly. I've read the interviews. I know this man. I follow this man. I think this is a fucking intelligent man that has important things to say. So how then can I justify his terrible, embarrassing, ghastly appearance on The Talking Dead? Well, I'll tell you how. Go read some Manson interviews, or just go watch some interviews of Manson one-on-one, and you will see that he does not answer questions like a normal human being. If you ask Manson a question, there's a pretty good chance that he will go off on a seemingly unrelated tangent that may or may not eventually connect to what you asked him. That's just how he is. And in a one-on-one format, that works. But as part of a fast-paced discussion panel, that does not work. Another thing is that Manson likes to make these really, like, he doesn't ever just get right to the point of something. He always has to explain the thought process, that went into that something. So, a lot of times Manson probably opened his mouth there trying to give, his usual long rambling Manson answer, but when he's cut off early on, all you hear is the meandering. You don't hear the point he was trying to get to. And that's just how he is. And it also seemed to me like he didn't really understand the format of the show, which is just really a promotional tool for the show itself. I mean, like, there's no actual discussion going on of, like, Manson kept trying to bring it back to, like, other things, like compare it to movies and things that he'd seen, to try to do some, like, comparative analysis. But the other people on the show were just like, no. We're just supposed to talk about, like, what is this character gonna do, and why do you think that? And it seemed like Manson was really more interested in talking about a show in a general way, and he wanted to talk about some of the actual philosophical ramifications of the moral decisions of the characters, rather than just doing the speculation thing. And so I think that when you try to, I mean, Manson really just should have been more prepared for the format. I mean, like, he should have known what he was getting into. He's a big boy. But, I could see where it went wrong. I could see how it all went haywire, because it's just like he's not the right kind of person to put in that situation, because he's really scatterbrained. I mean, he meanders, he goes off on tangents. He's a smart guy, but he's not, like, really known for being of, this is like just even if you listen to like the lyrics he writes, everything is very much like visual metaphor and very obscure and esoteric. That's just how he is. Trying to fucking feed him up to mainstream America and then have him talk about this show that he probably has all of these like strange loopy ideas about that he's trying to convey, but because no one else is on the same page, he has to try to catch them up and explain what he's talking about. But when he tries to do the explanation, he gets cut off, and so it just sounds like gibberish. So that's what happened, and it's really not his fault. I mean, he's just not a guy that could really perform well in that situation.